going to do a Charleston modeling exercise for American style that might help with decision making and the anxiety that comes with, did I make the right choice? I call this chain reaction. So I'm going to take 13 random tiles and I'm going to photograph my starting lineup. So I have my phone with me. You could use a regular camera also, just to temporarily take photos of your hand, your drawn hand, and then also the passes that you get. So there's my 13 random tiles, and I'm going to create the Charleston now. Now the thing about the Charleston is you can't pass jokers. And when you're doing this modeling exercise, you may have jokers in here, so you need to take a quick peek and replace them. Otherwise, it's going to affect the variables. We need to recreate this drawing. So we can't have any jokers in here. So I'm just going to quickly look for jokers and replace them. Okay. And maybe even I'll mix them up a little bit to help with my memory. That way, if I saw any tiles, I won't know where they are, just to keep the variables a surprise. Okay, now we're going to look at our drawn tiles. I'm going to put them in order and in suit. Okay, and now I'm going to take a picture of it because I need to recreate this. So let's see what we have here. We've got a pair of flowers. So whatever I do, I'm going to pick those flowers. Whatever hand or category, well, every category on the card has flowers. So now I need to look at the rest of my tiles and see what I have the most of. Since I have a white dragon, immediately I think of the year category, in which case I'm going to keep every 2, 1, and 7. So as an option with the white dragon, I could potentially play a 5, 7, 9 in mixed suits with the opposite dragon, but I'd have to throw away the flower. I don't think that's going to be good. I want to try to leverage those flowers. So whatever I pick, I want to leverage the flowers. I might be able to do a consecutive with the 6, 7 white. I could also potentially do a consecutive with opposite dragons. I'd have to throw away the flowers though. So these are, I think, what we would be able to throw. So we're in between a year category and a consecutive category, the 2 consecutive numbers with the matching dragon. So let's go ahead and pass a west, a 4 crack. Let's pass a west, a 5, and an 8. Okay. And we'll take our first pass. And I'm going to take a photo because I need to recreate that pass. We did get a 3, which might help with a consecutive run, and we got a 1 crack. So that might help with a year category, but the year category tiles, that we're just 1 away from making a complete set of the year. So I think we could give up the 1 crack. And as far as the consecutive, we could keep the 2, 3 and still have a consecutive option. Let's give up on the 1 bam, and that way we can mix this up a little bit. Okay. And here's the second pass. I'm going to take a photo. Okay. And that didn't help at all. And that's not a bad pass. I think that's actually the perfect pass. North, a wind, an even, and odd in mixed suits. That's a good pass. Tell me what you think is a good pass. All right, now we've got some tiles here to make a decision on, because we have a 2-1 for a potential year, and we now have a multiple. I really like to build around multiples. At this point, we can give up the 5-9 because we're in between a consecutive run, in which case we really don't need the 6 anymore because we've got the consecutive run going with the 2-3 using that multiple. And we still can play a year category with the 2 and the 7, in which case, I don't know, we don't really need both of these, the 1 crack and the 2 crack. Either way, we've got discards, so we really don't have to pick. Let's just hold on to those and pass. And we got a flower, a east, and a 9 bam. So I'm going to take a photo. We're going to keep the flower. Now, there's no hand in the year category that uses 4 flowers. So now I'm thinking consecutive, and that way we can use all 4 flowers. This is basically the third from the bottom under consecutive run. 4 flowers, Kongs of 2s and 3s in the matching dragon. And now we can pass. And we still can keep that 7 dot for an option, and we could maybe throw a flower if we have to. So let's go ahead and pass that. Bring in that next pass. And we got another multiple. And a green dragon and an 8. Oops. So I'm going to take a photo. All right, we could potentially do like numbers. Let's give up on that 7 dot, because now we could do like numbers with 6 flowers. We're in between. And not only that, we could give up the white and keep the green because we have a like number option with that opposite dragon as well. I think we totally give up on the year category and pass a white. I don't like passing white dragons, but sometimes you have to, and I think we should take the chance. And then here's the last pass. Take a photo. And we don't need any of those tiles, so we're just going to pass them for the optional cross. And we've got discards. So we ended up with like numbers with 6 flowers or like numbers with green dragon. Either way, we have 4 discards. That's a good Charleston, I think. We really don't need the 3 at all. Those need to go away. So 4 discards, like numbers was the ending result. Let's do it again. And what we're going to do now is we're going to recreate it. I need to turn these up. We had a west, a white, a 2, 6, 7. Then we had a 4 crack, 8 crack, 9 crack. 2, 8, 9. Then we had a 1 bam and a 5 bam. So we ended up with like numbers with 2s. The other option I think we were thinking of is the year category. So let's see if we can make a year category work this time around and see if that like number option was the best option. Oh, now we need to recreate the passes. So the first pass, I'll set that up. And I'm just going to pretend like I don't know what is in these passes, just to prove a point with the decision making along the way. It's a chain reaction, it changes, and since we're going to have a different focus this time, I'm going to put a 1 bam and a 5 bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109 it'll be interesting to see how a different category progresses with the exact same tiles. Okay, there's the Charleston in the exact order, and you just have to kind of forget what's in there. So let's try for a year category. I believe that's where we started. Year category. Let's see what happens. Those are all even with the west. I don't want to do that. Let's break it up. Maybe even break that up. So now we have one of each suit with a west. So we got a west, a 3, and a 1. So let's save that. We might even be able to do the big hand. We'd have to throw away the joker, of course. That's okay though. I'll sacrifice the joker for a pair hand. Let's throw these. Okay, we didn't get any keepers that time, and that's a good pass. We got a flower, so now we have the 3 flowers. That's not going to help though with a year category. In the year category this year, there are no hands with 4 flowers. There's 3 hands with a pair, so that may end up going away. We'll see. We'll pass the 6 dot east and 9 man. Ooh, we got a keeper. We got another pair. We got the first pair here. So now this year category is coming in. We don't need that, of course. So there's 2017 for the consecutive hand under the year category, but we could also do the big hand. Maybe. We have to decide because we only have 1 tile to pass. So I'd say we should definitely try for the concealed hand with 2 flowers and then pungs of 2, 0, 1, 7, and 1 suit. We could use that joker to help with that. Let's go ahead and keep the green and the 1 bam, because maybe we could still make the big hand work. We didn't get any keepers on that pass. And we didn't get any keepers on this one. So what I would say, oh, we still get an optional cross. That's kind of risky, but if we're between the big hand and a good solid year category, I'd say let's do it. Let's see what we get back. Discards. So we are 5 away from a year category, but we still have a potential for the big hand. We would have, actually we have 6 discards because we only need 1 of the flowers. So we have 6 discards before we're ready for the year category, the concealed one. As an option, I would still keep at least these and then maybe discard these 2 and try for that big hand if it comes in. We have enough discards to let that hold on while we draw. So 4 discards away from making a decision on a year hand. Well, that was interesting. The result of that one was the like number decision on the first attempt was the right one because we ended up with 4 discards. So my gut was right. Although we were really 4 discards away from a year category leaving options. So it's not that far off. And if the drawing goes well, either hand is viable. Give this exercise a try. Let me know what you think about it. It is interesting. It's a great form of solitaire too. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click subscribe. Maybe I'll see you at the next chain reaction. Between now and then, may all your picks be keepers.